oh, what do you do in the evening when you don't know what to do? Read a book, play a game, every night is just the same. What do you say if I tell you how to keep from feeling blue? My advice is good to take and it's easier to do. When you're all alone, any old night, and you're feeling out of tune, pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, you'll be feeling better soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Look, look, look at the stars above. Look, look, look at those sweeties love. Oh boy, give me a night in June. I mean it, all you got to do any old night when you're feeling out of tune. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. When you make a date any old night, gonna meet your sweetie soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, that's the only place to spoon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Walk, walk, kissing and walk again, talk, talk, kissing and talk again, oh joy, sweethearts are all in tune. I mean it, when it's raining out, stay in a room, but on a lovely night in June, here's what to do, sweetie, and you just get out and get under the moon. If you're with a girl and she is cold, says she doesn't want her spoon, don't you feel blue? Here's what you do, just get out and get under the moon. If you feel a kiss and she gets sore, she'll forget it mighty soon. Don't stop to fret, she'll learn to pet when you get her under the moon. Indoors, there's not a thing to do. In-laws walk in and out on you. Oh boy, sister and brother too. I've tried it, just take my advice. If she is nice, nice as any night in June, just take her hand, she'll understand, and get out and get under the moon.
Well, hello, everybody. How are y'all doing tonight? Welcome to another Thursday night. Sorry we missed you last night. Clickety Clacks is at the helm.
I'm here, everybody. Hopefully everything is going according to plans here. All right, I'm gonna try to figure this out before we get too far.
Let's see. I'll say hello again. See what. Get myself some more XP points. How's everybody doing? Spooky. Hey, Spooky.
All right, chat's working, so that's all that matters.
And there you go. And I am number one with 50 XP points. In Halloween and horror news and haunt news, I'm still just not seeing that. There's just not a lot going on. People are just not posting. I'm trying to keep up with the haunts that are permanently closing or not opening this year.
I think it's a less haunt-centric year for me and more of a Halloween-centric year. So we already have like quite a bit of stuff planned for our like Halloween party. It's not really a party. But what we do on Halloween night.
Well, this year it's on a Friday, so
yeah,
I say this every year, but I would love to go to New Orleans this year, but they may have New Orleans may have a bunch of National Guard there this year, and I'm like, maybe I won't.
Yeah, no thanks.
No, thank you. But I will be going to Haji Haunted. They did announce their time or their dates, and there seems to be kind of a growing push in the United States to get rid of trunk or treat. I think people are getting tired of it. I think people understand that trunk or treat is really taken away from the spirit of trick or treating.
Yeah,
we've been saying that forever, but
that and your absolute refusal to take candy out of the back of somebody's dirty ass car.
Sure won't. I sure won't. I will not be eating, Freon tasting or coolant tasting Reese's peanut butter cups.
Well, 10W30. Wait, Hershey Kisses.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but is your tire jack coated in chocolate? It's supposed to be a home haunt thing tomorrow. I don't remember the name.
Oh boy, I would love to have my candy served out of a spare tire bowl.
Yes. Yes, there's nothing like literally a candy van.
They told us their entire childhood not to do that.
Yeah. Now I'm willingly going up to it to be kidnapped. But here in Pensacola, somebody posted something on there's a thing called What's Happening in Pensacola, and it's like literally like super tired of trunk or treat. Let's get back to tradition. I'm like, I will totally like that post. So
this may be a shorter stream.
But even if I don't,
I'm not gonna lie. I feel
you
like
what?
shit right now.
Oh no!
I'm gonna hang in there for as long as I can, but I have the Home Haunter Awards.
Are they announcing? Oh, sent you a PM. Okay. Supposed to be a home haunt, so the Home Haunter Awards thing.
Yeah.
Haven't heard anything from Mark about Horror Nights. Have you?
Or
did y'all talk about it?
Just that one conversation we had when you're like, I give so little shits about that. I'm just going to send you this.
It did make me laugh, though.
I didn't watch any of the house walkthroughs yet. I told you off stream how my recent few days have been, so I just haven't cared. We will be going to the Hershey Park Dark Nights this year. We saw some of the signs and like the little areas for the scare zones and stuff. Haven't done it yet. I think they've been doing it for 2 or 3 years now. Like when they changed it from just like the kid friendly Hershey Park in the Dark to Hershey Dark Nights. I think they have like 6 houses or something, and 3 or 4 scare zones.
Well, we only have there's 2 things here in Pensacola. One of them, like I said, Purgatorium's closed this year. One of them I refuse to go to. The other one is Haji. So maybe I'll take a trip to Santa Rosa. The Wentz brothers. I may try. They do it in a mall, but a lot of their stuff looks like it came from Big Lots. So I don't know. And I think their ticket price is a little steep, but they're renting out like an old J.C. Penney's or something at the mall.
Mm.
So couldn't be cheap. I don't know. I have to play it by ear.
Oh yeah, it's just the Home
Definitely doing.
Honors Award show.
Oh, is that what the
Yeah.
Is that the Canadian one?
I think so.
I think it's Canadian. Yeah.
Or from Southern California.
Oh, okay.
Let me see the actual link.
Other than that, I've got to catch up on Wednesday on Netflix. Since it doesn't look like we have a Hubie Halloween 2 for me to
not
say no to for 2 to 3 years. Yeah. I have that whole Terrifier thing or whatever where you get really wet.
Yeah.
You know, some people say if you go through the wet side, you get soaking wet. Some people say you just kind of get misted. I still think the whole thing is BS, but there's just no way I would walk around soaking wet from a haunted attraction.
Yeah. No, we didn't even ride the water rides the other day when we were at Hershey Park because I was just like, it's going to be so miserable walking around wet. You know, when I was a kid, I didn't really care. Now I'm all 40 and I'm like, I don't want to walk around all wet.
I want my socks to be dry.
Yeah, and that's the worst part is they don't let you take your shoes off. It's like, well, why can't I take my shoes off? What moving parts are in this plastic tub?
Yeah.
There aren't even restraints on the one ride. It's just you sit on a log, like in the middle of a log. There's no restraints whatsoever.
Well, yeah, I stopped doing water rides years ago.
I mean, I guess you could pay that like $20 to stand in one of those things that basically cooks you.
Yeah.
The family drying port or whatever the hell it's called.
God, that sounds creepy in itself. I will take that back. I would still go on the Jurassic Park water ride because that's not too bad.
Yeah, your feet don't really get soaked on that ride, and just if you're in the right spot, you can come off of there almost completely dry, except for the seat is always wet for some reason. So like you're at least gonna have a wet ass for about an hour, but it's Florida, so it usually dries out in 7 minutes. So
yeah, just to sit on a bench. Oh, I did see where Universal is starting to gut out Poseidon's Adventure.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I wonder what they're gonna do with that.
No.
It was a cool little area.
When I went down there, I made sure to take as many pictures of the outside as I possibly could.
Yeah.
I've got some of the inside from years ago, but I wanted to make sure I literally walked around and got as much as I could while I was there.
I wonder if that's just like the opening act of them killing off Mythos.
You know what? There was a time when I'd be upset. But
hey, AZ.
Hey, Ezekiel. But after the whole wanting to ride the Velocicoaster and listening to Mark and eating at Mythos and almost shitting myself, then that's just kind of not
true.
You know, and not being able to ride it because a $20 burger from Mythos was
tainted.
Hey, yeah, oh God.
Hey, Reggie.
I just wasn't impressed. Hey, Reggie. I'm glad I got to eat there so many times that, you know, when it was good.
Yeah, I think the last time we ate there, I had a bit of a funk on my, on the hummus platter thing. Like I don't know if it was just like they put too much raw garlic in it, and it was just like, you kind of just have that feeling in your stomach when you eat a lot of raw garlic, and you're just like, oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, a little grumbly.
Could have been the massive amounts of fucking oil they put on it, too, for some reason.
Oof.
There's like a third of an inch of just solid oil layering on top. I'm like, what? Why you put so much oil on here? I ate it.
Yeah, I would just rather go to Richter Burger or something. I guess that's still there.
Oh yeah, Richter's still there.
But yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'm glad I went so many damn times to Mythos, and every time was good. But everybody had been warning me, and that was mostly Mark. I'm like, shit. Oh well. But yeah, matter of fact, I think I saw it this morning. Somebody did a post that they're starting to gut. Excuse me. Lord Poseidon's Adventure. I'm like, huh?
Had they used it for more houses, it has so much potential other than like the water tunnel making actors literally pass out from heat exhaustion.
Yeah. I definitely like that thing though. I'm so glad when I brought my parents there, it was working.
Yeah. That was the other thing. It didn't seem to always work, or maybe they just couldn't run it because it was so hot.
Who knows?
But I'm
probably
pretty sure
one of each.
They did the terror mines in that house, like in that part of the queue, because you actually went through the water tunnel, but it was completely dark, and all you had was the one person in your group that had a flashlight helmet, and they had those little cues for the light to go on and off. So like 80% of that house, you're just walking in the dark. You couldn't see anything. But I do remember it was fucking hot in that tunnel. That vortex thing was just...
Yeah. Well, it's creating a 200% humidity too.
Yeah. Standing inside the eye of a hurricane, essentially.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. I don't think they've announced what they're doing with it, but so everybody that just came in, how you doing? Ezekiel, how you doing? Reggie, how you doing?
I liked when they had the rumor that they were going to turn Rip Ride Rocket into a Ghostbusters themed roller coaster. But I guess that got killed already. Now there's more talk about a Fast and Furious roller coaster.
God.
If they bring more Fast and Furious into that park, it's going to destroy everything. I mean, look what it did to the earthquake area. Nobody goes there.
No.
You go to Richter Burger, and then you go to fucking see Harry Potter. And I go back there to be pissed off that Jaws is gone.
Yeah, they have definitely not made some good choices. And The Simpsons is going away too, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's because of the Disney buyout things. Now they're like, oh crap. Maybe we don't have an unlimited licensing on these characters. Because I think it was when they made the deal, they were allowed to keep the Simpsons area of the park, but they were never allowed to do any modifications to it because then it would breach the original contract, and then Disney could just rip it out and put it in one of its 13 places.
Huh. Well, it was a cute ride, but I rode it a few times and I was like, I'm done. 2030 for The Simpsons.
It's Back to the Future, just not as good.
Right. Yeah, Fast and Furious. Yeah, totally. It amazes everybody. They tore, and then of course Jimmy Fallon's bullshit. These are things I haven't even ridden because I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time.
Yeah, we've never ridden the Jimmy Fallon thing. There could be like a 5-minute wait for it, and I still would not waste my time going through it. I don't like Jimmy Fallon, so.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon's nothing but an alcoholic, and I don't think he's funny at all.
No, he's not.
They brought down the walls for Coaster at Hollywood. Oh, that makes sense.
Another
Bellin. Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy Fallon's he's just not funny. I don't understand why people think he's funny. Hey, Ranger.
Apparently he's massive dick too. Like off camera.
I wouldn't doubt it. But I'm like you. If there was if it was just walk right in, I wouldn't go on that ride. I just wouldn't do it. I mean, I was heavily disappointed with the Kong ride. I'm like, what a piece of shit.
Yeah, but they took out the outside portion. That was the best part of the ride.
Huh.
No idea why they did that. Like, they just kept it all inside for the 3D things. But, like, that 3D technology sucks. It's not good.
No, it's just kind of sad. And then, of course, coming out of my mouth that, I wouldn't concern myself eating at Mythos anymore. Unless I did it like right as I was leaving the park so that I could get back to the hotel and shit my brains out there. He's a bit like Ellen.
Yeah, he really is. That park has just gone down so drastically. Like, the only thing there that I really give a shit about is E.T.
Yeah. E.T. with its mold and Lysol smell.
Yep.
I love that place.
But I mean, they took out a ride that everybody could ride with Jaws, and then they made it into a ride where, like, if you're a big person, you're not riding this. So you essentially just lose a ride there if you're too big. And I liked the Harry Potter movies, but I didn't really care enough to ever get into the like lore of Harry Potter. I know way more about Jaws than I do the entire Harry Potter series.
Dangly balls in the water toilets. 3D sucked on the studio tour. Only 3D was. Yeah, I think they really screwed up getting rid of Jaws. But
I know it was an expensive ride and it was always breaking down, but still.
I rode Potter twice and then drank that nasty butterbeer, and I was like, yeah, I don't need to go through this again.
No, but you could ride Jaws 4 or 5 times in a day just because it's relaxing.
Yeah. I remember when I went to go to HauntCon and met Mark there, and every time I was trying to look for goddamn Men in Black in the wrong goddamn park, I kept ending up at Harry Potter. I'm like, why is this packed? How do I get through this crap? Calm down. Calm your tits, people. It's not that cool. And it was so freaking hot. Jesus Christ. And I got pissed because I couldn't get to Men in Black and I was in the wrong park and Mark laughing at me. And then I shit myself. We're almost dead. Damn it, Central Florida.
Well, that's another one I'll say is acceptable to be there. I think Men in Black has earned its place there. That's a fun enough ride.
Oh, it is. That's why I was looking for it.
It's a crowd killer too. It just eats up crowds because of their loadings. Like the loading system's so fast.
Yeah.
Trying to think what else is in that park though.
Well,
Mummy.
My favorite is the Mummy. Yeah, Mummy is always going to be my favorite. If they ever get rid of the Mummy, I'll never go back. Never go back because they'll put up some stupid crap there too. I was too fucking fat for Harry Potter, lined up for an hour, and they said no. Oh, shit. See, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Transformers, the studio tour.
Transformers, the ride is all right. It's not. It's great at night when there's like a no minute wait and you're just walking into it.
Yeah.
But it's like a subpar Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And Spider-Man's fun. Wait a minute. I got sick because I drank 4 butterbeers and rode that arm ride. Oh, yeah. First time I puked from a ride in 105 degrees. Well, yeah. Anybody's going to puke in 105-degree heat.
Oh, good Lord.
I had the butterbeers and 4 shots of Jack with them.
Yeah, you definitely left there feeling like ass.
I remember, I'm sure I've told this story before. I remember going to Seuss Land with a friend of mine, chef friend of mine. This was forever ago. And we both gobbled down these big ass brownies with ice cream on them because we wanted to get on the Cat in the Hat ride.
Mm.
And we got off of it, and he didn't throw up, but he was really sick. And he's like, when I go back to Pensacola, I got to go to the doctor because I shouldn't be feeling like this from eating. That's how we found out he was diabetic. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, the story's funnier when I don't abridge it that much, but that's back when the Seuss ride would twirl faster. It's like, this is some bullshit. We were both fucked up on those brownies and ice cream, whatever the hell it was called.
That ride used to have such a vicious twirl, but it was fun as hell. Now it's like,
yeah, oh
yeah, oh, all right, well, that was fucking stupid.
Because of one idiot parent that couldn't control their child and they got flung off of it.
And then they put those stupid basket nets on your leg. I'm like, yeah, I like feeling like I'm being fucking constricted by a rope.
People and their kids. I'd have paid good money to watch that kid being yeeted off that ride.
Right. There's got to be video evidence of that somewhere.
Yeah, God. Watch that kid get yeeted right into the fishbowl. What's that now? Chundered big time in Disney. So is Star Wars right after a series of donuts. A series of donuts. Not just a couple of donuts, but a series of them. Oh my God, that's funny.
So there's Mummy, E.T., Men in Black. I mean, they took away the damn Woody Wood coaster area and made it into some other bullshit with trolls.
Now, I do like the Hulk ride.
Yeah, but that's at Islands of Adventure.
Yeah, well, you know what? I have problems with knowing what's where, so you're going to have to bear with me. Don't forget, I'm the dumbass that was looking for Men in Black in the wrong park for like an hour waiting. Fucking twirling around that goddamn park, looking at my map on my phone, like, why can't I get? It's right here, goddammit! It's right here, and it was right there on the other side in the other park.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh. Which I should have done that.
You ate every park in a Disney park? Every donut in a Disney park? That's a lot of damn donuts.
That's about the only good things. That's the only thing good to do at Disney Park, unless you're at Epcot.
If you can get a good churro, I mean, they're pretty damn good. But it seems like every time I get a churro, they're fucking hard as hell. I'm like, why do people talk about these so much? This sucks.
Trolls, Jesus, and them minions, assholes.
I mean, Islands of Adventure has got some pretty banger rides, like the Cat in the Hat, the High in the Sky, Seuss Trolley Train, the Jurassic Park ride, and that's not even going into the like coasters.
Yeah, I still won't forgive them for taking out Dueling Dragons.
Oh yeah.
Well, and once again, Dueling Dragons got ruined because somebody's flip-flop went flying off. It's because assholes don't wear flip-flops on coaster rides. Son of a bitch. People just ruin everything. Knott's went and had 3 boysenberry funnel cakes, boysenberry lemonade, an entire Miss Knott's chicken meal, then decide to go on the dive coaster they built on opening day. They barely made it to the trash can.
They carted his ass out. They're like, get out of here, kid.
God. Hey, Reginald, total side note. Are you going to go see Wizard of Oz at Sphere? I'm actually thinking about making a trip out. I'm thinking about making a trip out that way because I want to go to Oregon Stop Pizza, see that, the neon sign graveyard, whatever it's called. I want to go that way and do a few little bucket list things. So I just wasn't curious if you were going to go do that at some point. The Knott's chicken goes all right. Oh, have you done it, Reggie? Did you go to it already? I've heard they've already made $100 million in pre-ticket sales.
Oh, yeah.
An action park.
Yep. I know all about Class Action Park. They had a fucking loop-de-loop water slide. And not one like they make now where it does like, it'll do a loop slightly off, kilter. This was a literal fucking like straight vertical loop. And they had
it was like a white tube. Is that one?
I don't remember if it's white or blue. But it was just a literal fucking loop. And the people that would get up without enough speed would just fall on the top part of the water slide and just bash their fucking face in. Yeah, it was in New Jersey. There's some pretty cool old commercials that used to air. But yeah, they were they even made a movie about it with Johnny Depp. Not Johnny Depp, Johnny Knoxville.
That was the one that was mostly a water park?
Yeah, it had like random stuff.
Just got back. Hey, Dead End, just got back from Home Depot checking out Halloween stuff.
How much they have left?
I was telling James before we got on that we have 3 Spirit Halloweens here, and I don't think any of them are open yet because they're all having like issues with air conditioners or something. And I'm like, it's the first week of September. Why bother?
Do you
Why
think
bother
that
even opening?
Renting out a defunct old building is really going to give you the best AC?
Well, well, you're right. The funny thing is, though, the one that's at the old Big Lots on Nave Boulevard, like literally Big Lots just moved out of there a few months ago. And their stuff had been working just fine. So I don't know, but it's the closest one to me. And I thought, well, when they finally get it open, I'll go look. Dead End, did you buy anything? Did you buy anything on Halloween at the Halloween store at Home Depot? The world like to know.
Cannonball was the name of that water slide.
Cannonball. That had a hatch at the top of the loop. God.
But they would have like ropes courses and like rope swings that you would just like smash into rocks. There was like no safety things.
I think I've seen stuff about that too. I think I saw. I don't know who anybody knows what plainly difficult is, but I think he did something on that park. I think.
And all the kids, they had like 12-year-old kids that were lifeguards that had no lifeguard training.
zipline swings and the 5-foot drop off slides into pools.
They had those at River Country at Disney. I remember those
cool,
things.
Reggie.
They were crazy.
I'm amazed somebody else watches that. The last water park I went to was the one that's not a water park anymore by Universal.
Wet and Wild?
There you go. Thank you. That was...
Well, there was two.
That was literally...
right there. There was Wet and Wild and Water Mania, but Water Mania closed way before Wet and Wild did.
Nah, it was Wet and Wild because I went there when I still lived in Gainesville. And I'm like, this is too much sun for my ass. I'm like, all right, well.
Did they have the disco bowl? That was a pretty neat ride.
Probably.
It was like one of those big
in
flush
1998.
things, but you just end up in a big open cavern that was completely dark, and it had just flashing lights everywhere. So it was like an epileptic person's worst nightmare. It had really loud music.
I don't think so. I don't think Reggie, no, I haven't seen that one yet. I will go look it up. I miss Wet and Wild. I just am not I'm not a water park person. But I went there because some friends of mine wanted to go.
I like it when
And
they
it was
have
a short
like
trip from Gainesville.
heated water. I don't want to go from like 105 degrees in Florida into 60-degree water. Like, give me...
Really?
I don't want hot water, but I want like temperate water that is just like... If you get out of the water and you get a good breeze and you're in the shade, you could actually feel relief. I don't know. I used to be able to do it when I was a kid. I'd go to all the springs and just jump in and it would never affect me. Now I put my foot in like 79-degree water and I'm like, nah, I'm not getting in there.
Well, it's kind of hard, I think, in this middle of summer in Florida to get in a pool that's not, close to, tea time. Piss Park in Australia. I think I will pass on that.
Right.
But we have a water park here. Well, it's about an hour away. It's called Owa.
Dude,
It's
I've been there.
Indian reservation.
I've been there. They have a really cool slide there.
You've been to Owa?
I'm 90% certain because I remember they had this extremely wide water slide that was like it. For some reason, it was kind of like a lazy river with just enough water to make you slide down the thing.
Well, they just got that thing built like a year or two ago.
Oh, then this isn't it. Maybe I'm thinking of the one in Destin, and it has like a big.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah,
big Kahuna, maybe.
Big Kahuna. I think it's Big Kahuna because Owa is in it's like in Alabama. I think an hour away from me. But if you look it up, it's amazing because the entire water park is enclosed.
Mm.
It's like this big, freaking huge. But they did I've never been there, but it's like state of the art. Like it's enclosed. Like if
indoors.
It snows again, yeah.
Yeah, that's all that we have up here is indoor water parks.
Well, because y'all are up north, it never gets hot. It never gets hot unless
But then it gets like
the apocalypse.
They have rides that take you outside, so it's like they still can't run during the winter because the slides get too cold.
Oh my God!
I'm like, well,
yeah,
just keep it all inside.
When you get a chance, whenever just look up OWA, OWA. You'll just be amazed at the building. And if you're driving by it, you're like, it looks like a military hangar, except all glass. It's huge. It's bigger than a military hangar, but Anyway, they also have some dumbass back and forth coasters. I'm like, I'm not paying money of that. Wild Wadi in Dubai was sensational. Well, anything in Dubai is going to be cool.
Isn't Dubai a dry country where you can't drink alcohol of any type? All they have are mocktails of everything.
Could be. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if I went, I wouldn't be drinking anyway. But
well, I remember seeing a resort tour of those little spaceship things that are like out in the water. But because Dubai, I believe, is a dry country, all they serve are mocktails and like no alcohol included champagne and stuff. I'm like, so sparkling water?
Ezekiel says you can in hotels, but not outside.
Okay. I think what it is was this resort wasn't because it's like all these overwater rooms, and it's not like technically an actual hotel. I don't really plan to go there, but it looked beautiful. I just don't really ever have a desire to go anywhere near that part of the world.
Well, I would love to go to Dubai at some point, but airplanes can't seem to stay in the air, and
that's a long ass
I want to be able to get. Yeah, and I want to be able to get back in this country.
That's true.
So, fuck. So,
I would definitely do Australia one time. There's just a lot of snorkeling I want to do. But I think I'd be more afraid of actually swimming in Australia than I would be of flying to Australia.
Yeah, I can see that. Are you guys going to do any decorating for Halloween? Also, did you end up getting the Home Depot 5 skeleton pack? If so, are they decent quality? Yes, I really am pushing myself to decorate this year, because if I don't, and Halloween's on a Friday, I'm just going to launch myself to the moon. And I did not get the Home Depot 5 skeleton pack. Quite honestly, as soon as the show ended that we talked about it, I forgot about it until you reminded me just there. I completely fucking forgot.
You'll be fine here, softcocks.
Softcocks.
Tiffany has already done a lot of decorating, so.
Well, I've got one skeleton that hasn't fallen apart on the porch, and the vines are growing up on it. So I'm going to replace the skeletons. And now that Rangers reminded me, they should be the same quality as the single ones you get at Home Depot, just a 5-pack. That's my guess.
Well, it's Home Depot though.
Yeah, but I bought a couple from there, and they're pretty solid, for the most part. But yeah, Ranger, I completely forgot. I'm going to say that they're going to be decent quality, as far as they should be just a 5-pack of their singles, and the singles are pretty good quality.
Oh man! All right, I'm going to excuse myself for the next 12 minutes or so, and drink some water and try to not feel how I currently feel at the moment.
Okay. Well, I'll keep us going, and then when you get back, you can sign us off.
All right.
If you're good with that.
Yeah. I'll be back before it ends. I can't sit like this any longer.
Go. Yep. Go on. Mute yourself. We're good. So yeah, when we get off of this, Ranger, I'm gonna take a look and see. They're probably all sold out by now. Would love to find a coupon. But I'm trying to think how many Of course, I kept I kept 3 skeletons on my porch for several years, like out in the sun and the rain and everything else. And the joints finally came apart. In pieces, they're still decent. The plastic's not brittle, and they were Home Depot skeletons. And I bought a couple of different of the weirder ones last year. I got a couple from Big Lots. Excuse me. I got Big Lots on last year on Friday the 13th. Had like a 50% off all their Halloween stuff. And this was like in September. And I should have bought more than the 2 skeletons I bought, but I just bought 2 skeletons. They were like $50 skeletons marked down to $25. But they have like these kind of bullshit animated eyes, but they're pretty solid. And I should have bought 4 of them, but I didn't. I really should refrain this year from buying too much of anything. You can never go wrong with skeletons, though. But I don't know. I've got so much at my house. I just need to use what I've got at my house. And probably not keep skeletons outside year round. Although the kids that go by like it on the bus. So, Ranger, are you going to decorate? We need to check on 13 skeletons too. Haven't seen Sean here in a while. I'm sure he's going to be decorating. I bought a skeleton from Walgreens a couple weeks ago that is sturdy. How much was it? For some reason this year, I just had this idea that places like Walgreens and CVS and things like that just weren't gonna have much. I should see if Walmart has some skeletons and then have them delivered to me. So the person that delivers them has to be freaked out by skeletons in their car. I said that out loud. Now I kind of think I should, if they have them. $30. That's not bad. It's about normal price. Does it have the light up eyes or anything? Which are generally like kind of I've had a couple of skeletons that had some 3-foot skeletons, and they had just the regular, just red on and off LED eyes, and I just ended up taking them out. No lights. There you go. I know that if I'm going to do something, I really need to start doing something, make it progressive, so the people going by the house are like, oh, Mike's not dead. But oh my God. I have so much. I'd like to do something big in the yard, but I just don't know what I want to do. I'm tempted to do the sinking ship again. But there's a pain in the ass when I did it. That's for a couple of years. And I gave away the PVC because the PVC was actually starting to soften up and warp under the sun and the heat. So I don't know. And of course, I've been threatening people with doing the die-in theater for several years now. I think that would be pretty cool. So we'll see. I'm just glad that Halloween's on Friday night now. This year. I definitely want to push for trick-or-treaters this year. You would think a house that's Halloween year round, I would have more kids coming to it. But maybe it's too spooky. Maybe it just looks like a crazy person does live here. I don't know. And of course, I've been threatening going to New Orleans for a couple of, or Louisiana, I should say, for a few years, and hadn't done that. But ever since House of Shock was gone, I'm like, I don't know. I'll probably decorate my folks' places to get a lot of trick or treaters. I don't get any where I live. I get a lot of throughput the street in front of my house, and there's still folks that'll drive their kids around. I end up putting myself on the Nextdoor app when they do the trick or treater things, and I've got myself on the Fright Maps app. So we should all meet in New Orleans. That'd be phenomenal. I just God, I just don't want to go to New Orleans and just have a bunch of National Guard walking around, because that's now being threatened. I just don't find that amusing at all. So, not that I would have any problems, but I don't know. I just can't put up with that shit. But I could definitely use some beignets. Get a muffalata. I need to see if the Rise is still open. God, I don't have anything from them in Tikva. I'd love to do my rounds again. Do 13th Gate, Necropolis, if that's still open. I know 13th Gate is. Do the Rise and Tikva if it's still open. The Mortuary, I like it, but I don't necessarily have to go to it again for a while. Of course, House of Shock is gone. And I can't remember the name of what replaced it. Halloween New Orleans Halloween, something like that. Anyway, they separated it into two attractions, and they're I think last time I checked, you have to buy a ticket for each, or as a combo pack. Whereas House of Shock, the two warehouses were you could always tell when you were leaving one warehouse and going to the next one. It was one ticket price. So that kind of sucks. And what else? What else is there? That's all I know of, really. I want to do that Markov's Forest. Where's that at? It doesn't sound familiar. I'll have to look it up. There's nothing in Alabama in the path that I would have to go. I'd have to go North Alabama to go to anything, and I'm not doing that. That means I have to go past Birmingham, and I'm not even going to screw with that. And I can't think of anything in Mississippi. I really want to go check out Netherworld, but that's like a 5.5 hour trip. Up north somewhere, I've been watching their walkthroughs. Is it actually outside, Ezekiel? I'm gonna guess it is. I'll have to look it up. This would be a year where if I did travel, I would stay in the South. And honestly, it would be like from here to Louisiana, because they have a good cluster of attractions that are easy to get to. I mean, 13th Gate, I think, is like it's like two hours from New Orleans. It's in Maryland? No. I'll have to look it up. That's a bit far for me to travel this year, or in general, if I travel. Like I said, I know I'm going to do Haji Haunted Attraction, which is 20 minutes from me up north, because 100% of their proceeds go to either breast cancer research or the Children's Hospital, and that's a proven fact. So I don't mind the ticket price for that. And they've every year they build upon themselves. Can't say that I've been disappointed the past several years I've been.
All right, I'm back.
Yay! We've just been talking, Halloween haunt stuff. But we can wind it down since you're back, and that way you can close it out, and then hopefully see everybody next week.
Ready for bed.
Bedtime. Well, folks, we'll let y'all go so we can go and let James go to bed. Thank you so much for putting up with us not seeing us last Thursday. And if all goes well, you will see us next Thursday.
Yep.
So
we should be here next Thursday.
I don't see why not. I don't think anything's going on. So anyway, everybody, take it easy. Be excellent to each other. Thank you so much. I'll hand it off to Click Clacks.
Well, everybody have a good night. I'll see you next week.
Good night. Sleep well.